I'm Father Ramon Fruto, and I'm the oldest Redemptorist in the Redemptorist province of Cebu. The first one was a summary of my life. The second one is my life in stages, like different assignments. Because in my 70-plus years as a Redemptorist, I have had 19 changes of assignments and set in different places, mostly in Visayas, Mindanao, but some occasional sorties to outside the country. First image was autumn leaves, scattered leaves in autumn, something like that. But some more comprehensive and observant observers would say, we have no autumn. But for me, it's a familiar figure because we all speak of autumn leaves, by falling leaves, and then speak. And also it would have been apt because it's the autumn of my life. You're in autumn, you're approaching winter. I don't know how much time left between the autumn of life and the spring and the winter. But so we have no other figure to replace that except scattered leaves in the season of grace as added by 𝗚𝗰𝘁𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗃 who did co-author with me. We have only 3 seasons. If we had 4 seasons of spring, summer, autumn, and winter, the autumn figure would be much more familiar. But we have none. We have only 3. Dry season, wet season, and very wet season. Those are the seasons we have in the Philippines, so you couldn't portray that in a book. So instead of that, then you have these scattered leaves. These are scattered memories gathered together. Usually, what we would do would be to gather leaves that are scattered, put them in a pile and burn. But since we became very ecologically conscious and sensitive, we don't like burning leaves. So instead of scattered leaves, in a season of grace, grace has a twofold reality, the nature and grace. We always say nature builds on grace. And the nature part, the human part of us, and the human part, that's what the book deals with, the human part of me. And then season of grace, because without the grace that travels with us to different stages, we wouldn't know if we were here, if we wouldn't be here, me being interviewed and answering your questions. Well, it's manifest in what I have done, But now I'm in semi-retirement. There's not much I do outside anymore, like many of the younger priests like you. And maybe one way would be through the writing that I distribute. And this is an attempt to make known what was in my quiet times, what I've done. Yeah. We all have scattered leaves, scattered memories. And I hope that the reader will also do his own gathering of the scattered leaves, and to remember that the leaves that we gather are our experiences in life. And leaves are either bright with with light or shaded by memories of failures, of disappointments, and of confusion. So I hope that all of us will gather our scattered leaves and gather them together and see in each leaf that falls a memory to remember. The launch is going to set on the schedule 27th of the month and at 3 to 4:30 p.m. All of you who may be interested in reading the second part of my life, you are most welcome to be welcome. It will not be a dream if it can be described. It's things that just come to your mind when you're asleep. Sometimes you get dreams when you're awake, and they are also part of the dream. And the thing about not ceasing to dream, there are two things. One is we were in India, a number of Filipinos. We gathered together, and each one was asked to share a verse or so of the life. I said, all I can remember is a poem I remembered as I recall as a grade school student, high school student. Said, yesterday was only a dream, tomorrow a vision, but today we lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness and a vision of hope. So, and then I said at the end, maybe we old-timers and having celebrated our golden jubilee of priesthood, never stop dreaming. So I have a picture of myself. Number one, that you continue the work of the congregation and enrich it with your own experience. You know, like advocating for justice. It wasn't here when we arrived, when the congregation arrived in the Philippines. It was save your soul. Now, the second half is liberate your body, liberate the human person. You have two sections in the PCP2 document. One section is proclaiming a message of salvation. The second part, propagating a message of liberation. You've seen the two sections in the PCP2 document. Yeah. And that's been the liberation part has been, and also the salvation part has undergone a lot of changes in our own history. Yeah. Number one, with the salvation, it's not just the salvation, save your soul, say your prayers. No? It's the whole person. And then save your soul and liberate the human person. More consciousness came to us with a new consciousness in the church also.